Okay, and but thank you again for joining. So I'm going to have a slide presentation that will just kind of keep us going. I'm going to share that screen right now. So here's the agenda today. The purpose of today is really to make sure that you understand, our role, DBED, right? Who are we? What are we doing here with Hankyu? And actually, we have a lot of other programs here to support you if you don't know, okay? Also, to make sure that you're in touch with Reiko, I'm pretty sure you are because she is always working very closely with everyone individually. And related to the DBED role, the reason why we do this is to support your Hawaii companies. We do have requirements to, one, first get you registered online into our database so we can start tracking you, and then we'll ask you for a report. And then another important thing is really kind of making sure everyone understands, it's really to set expectations about the Hankyu Hawaiʻi Fair. Yeah, what is it? What's the opportunity here? Why are we doing this? And making sure that you take the most, make the most of that opportunity. And then what's next, right? After the fair is over, besides the reporting, getting feedback, what do you have, options to continue for Japan, for other countries, for other exporting, okay? And that continues, of course, working with us and our partners in our network. And then we'll try to answer your questions. You may, many people may still have questions now, and we definitely will be able to take care of that. If not now, then we'll be sure to do that later. So first of all, I just want to make sure I have everyone on this list. Okay. And okay. Right, so moving on. So DBED, as I mentioned, we have our HiSTEP program, which is the main purpose of this onboarding session, export, Hawaii State export, trade expansion program. And talking more details, I actually have Jamie Lum, who's the manager of the program. She'll be here to talk about it. We also have other programs that we will send you the links on. I'll have a brief overview, and we can talk about our partners a bit. And that's from the DBED side. And of course, again, Reiko Rogers will introduce and have some bullet points on her, and she can speak to you as well. Okay. So moving on, I'm going to have Jamie come on. Maybe you want to speak about HiSTEP program, and then I can kind of fold that into the other things that we're talking about. Jamie?
Aloha, everyone. And thank you, Lyle, for inviting me to participate. Aloha, Reiko. Nice to see you. So just to give you an idea, Hankyu Hawaiʻi Fair is part of, as Lyle already mentioned, what we call HiSTEP, or our Hawaii State Trade Expansion Program. And this program is primarily supported by a grant that we received from the Small Business Administration. So, and the whole idea behind the program nationally is to increase the amount of US exports. So, of course, for us in Hawaii, we want to see, companies be successful. For those that are looking to expand their sales, exporting might be brand new to what you're exploring. And it's also open to companies that are already exporting. So it really runs the gamut of export experience. But really, the goals are to get more of Hawaii products and services out there in the global marketplace, and to increase the number of Hawaii companies that are exporting. And so we have several components of the program. We do webinars. We actually have one coming up next week specifically for companies that are on Hawaii Island. But we have do these monthly. They cover different exporting topics, either export specific topics or markets. We talk about different potential markets for Hawaii products and services. So that's one portion, what we call our export readiness webinars, as well as we work with many different partners. And I think Lyle may mention this later on, but we do work with the small business development centers. If you've heard of them, they're a network also supported by SBA actually to help companies. We work with the Patsy Mink Center. We work with the Veterans Business Opportunity Center. We work with the Hawaii Pacific Export Council. But these people are partners that we work with that really try to help companies look at where they are at in their exporting experience and try to help them with either putting together an export plan if you don't have one, or maybe tweaking an export plan if you already have one, or if you have specific issues, if you are already exporting. So these are the kinds of things that we work with our partners on. When you register with HiSTEP, which we've asked companies that participate in any of the programs covered by HiSTEP, we do ask that you fill out our online registration form. And once we receive that, then we assign you to one of our partner organizations so that they can contact you and set up an advising session. So that's part of our export readiness. We also help to support trade shows where we organize Hawaii pavilions. And so hopefully your experience in Hankyu, while it's not a trade show, it's a direct to consumer show, but this would help you in sort of putting together a plan for going forward in the Japan market, that eventually you might have further distribution, that you can that you would go to trade shows to be able to find distributors or importers in Japan, et cetera, for your product. So that's how sort of Hankyu ties in with HiSTEP. The final piece, and of course this is also open to companies like yourselves, as you start to think more about what you want to do in the Japan market, is our company assistance, where as you put your export plan together, you can apply for funds to help you support some of the events or other types of activities that might be part of your export plan. If you wanted to go to another trade show, if you want to do take advantage of any of the U.S. Department of Commerce programs that help you. They have one program in particular that I'm thinking of called Go Key Service, where they can help you set up appointments with companies in Japan, help explore the market for you a little bit more. Anyway, there's many other things that the funds can be used for. It can be used for an e-commerce site, or if you need to translate your website into Japanese, or any promotional materials you might have. HiSTEP company assistance funds can be used for that. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. If you go to our website, Invest.Hawaii.Gov, we do explain the whole program. HiSTEP kind of operates on the same as the fiscal year for the federal government, federal fiscal year, because that's just the way the funds come in. So normally we get word in September as to whether or not we'll have another grant. And then we kind of start gearing up in October of the year, and then do kickoffs in November. So you'll see in the fall, we'll start rolling out our plans for 2023. So that's something you can think ahead about too. So we'll be having more information later in the year for the 2023 program. But again, thank you for being on this call. Thank you for participating in Hankyu. And if you have any questions, you can always contact me, or Lyle knows how to get in touch with me, or you can go through Lyle. Thank you. And if there's anything else you want me to cover, Lyle, let me know.
For sure. Yeah, we'll have a Q&A at the end, and so there may be some questions then. So thank you very much, Jamie. So yeah, there's a lot of things to take in. Everyone here is, your journey is a little bit different, and you may be just starting out. Some of you may be more, your business may be more mature and having more exposure. But we try to find where you are and give you the resources that you need to help you. So again, we've been partnering with Hankyu for 7 years. This is our 7th year. Thanks to Reiko, she actually introduced the Hankyu Fair to us, and they're just tremendous partners. And so we're really excited to keep working with them. Our division, it's the Business Development Support Division, works with exporting, as well as supporting manufacturers and wholesalers and retailers. So we're doing a lot of things that are related to what you folks are about, helping you grow your companies and increase your employment. And then exporting is really kind of the holy grail, if you will, to really grow your business and sell beyond the US continent and Hawaii. So for you, the ask really is to make sure that you're registered. I know a lot of you are, some of you are not registered yet. Everything here is a link. I'm going to send out the document. I'll make sure you have your links. It really just takes a few minutes because we need to gather your basic information. And then after the Hankyu event, I'm going to send you a report. It's a quick survey where you fill in the sales that you've achieved. Perhaps you made some leads, importer introductions at the fair. And then any feedback, you should definitely tell us what is your challenge, what you need to get support on, and then we can find the right resource for you. We need to report to the SBA. As Jamie said, this is our grant. Every year she's working really hard to make the proposal, get the money so that we can deploy it to you folks. Any success that we can report to SBA is only going to make our case stronger. So knock on wood, we can keep this going and be there for you folks. And again, it is a long journey. It doesn't happen overnight. I've seen success companies, success cases with Hankyu and with others. Lauren Roth always comes to mind. She started in the very beginning. She was by herself. The image I have in my mind is her running around with, not running around, but carrying all these suitcases of all her art back and forth from Hawaii to Japan and back because she didn't sell everything. But after 5 years, 6 years at Hankyu, she got scouted, and a Japanese company came to work with her, and now she has a established presence in Japan, and she's really set up really well. So definitely the cohort, you should be working with other companies and getting information on how they succeeded and what the challenges that you may have, how did they overcome those challenges. That's also part of this onboarding. We want to create a group to support each other. Yeah. So next, I'd like to introduce Reiko. She doesn't really need introduction, but I'd like to have her speak to you folks, and then make sure that you folks know who she is and she's available. And if you unmute yourself, Reiko-san, you can take over.
Mute off. Okay.
どうぞ。はい。
はい。アロハ。Good morning. おはようございます。My name is Reiko Tiro. I working for Studio Rim Hawaii for 22 years. Actually, I moved here from Japan 22 years ago. 2000, I established company as Studio Rim Hawaii to broadcast from Hawaii to Japan weekly. So now my listeners population 26 million every week. But now is, as you know, the social network also enlarged. So that's why every year, every season, I constantly to export from Hawaii to Japan. So that I started working for Hankyu 8 years ago because Hankyu contacted me to ask me to join this team. Because this is good timing for me because I just broadcast only the information, the sources on air. But I really want to sell the Hawaii product to the Japanese marketing because my listener is consumer. So, and everybody asks me, Reiko, what kind of things good for us? So what kind of things go good omiyage? What kind of things good to cosmetic? Everybody asks me. So that's why, easy to sell. So that's why good timing to start working for Hankyu. So 8 years ago. And 2015, I went to Hankyu first time. And I found out, wow, this is not only consumer event, because I know trade show before. But I thought, first of all, I thought this consumer event. But so many people, because 220 people, 220 million people come to ninth floor Hankyu for 7 days. So it means wow. So not only consumers.
220,000 people.
220,000. Sorry.
Yeah, 220,000.
Oh, sorry. I just exaggerate so much. So anyway, so not only consumers, regular consumers, also importers, distributors, and also the media people, because Hankyu main branch, so huge departmental store, and everybody really want to see what kind of people came from Hawaii. So that Lai-san just told us the example, Lauren Ross out, the same things too. And also I work for the Molokai sweet bread, Kanemitsu Bakery. Everybody loves it. Even me, it's very hard to buy there. So 3 years ago, I brought this one to Hankyu Fair. Of course, so mega hit. And one company, actually partnership, want to start to sell this one regularly. So that's why I think 1 month ago, Kanemitsu Bakery, Mr. George Kanemitsu, and also company made a contract to work for 2 years. So not only Hankyu, also other event too. So this is one of success story. So now is my working for Hankyu, and I'm coordinator for local people. So because of different strokes for different folks, totally different, depends on the manufacturing, depends on the person. And also if you make a good manufacture things, but you have to know how to promote, how to sell to Japan, because the Japan trend is so fast. So, but I'm working for the media, so that's why maybe I can guide something. So this is my job. So I'm really happy to connect to the local people and Japanese consumer, also Japanese importer and distributor too. So if you have any question to do something in Japan, so let me know. And also, I really welcome your guide be on air, my show. So thank you so much. So my social network, Reiko T. Rogers, Instagram, and Pere Reiko, Twitter, and Facebook, Reiko Tokushige Rogers. Kind of, you can search engine Reiko Tokushige Rogers forever, so you can find out. So you can contact anything, any way to SNS to me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mahalo, Reiko-san. I'll be sure to send that out, the contacts, so they have your contacts. Reiko-san, I met before I even started working for DBED, over 10 years ago, and when I was still in Japan, and she just loves Hawaii. She's such a great person, representing Hawaii, supporting Hawaii, and she knows more about hula and music than I will ever know, because of her love for Hawaiian culture and all that. So that's why she's really supporting and so doing such a great job. So thank you very much, Reiko-san. I'm gonna go back to the deck, and again, we'll share this with everyone. So okay, so moving on to the Hawaii Fair. So Reiko-san mentioned some good points about why you should be at the fair, and what is your goal really. You should really be thinking, yes, of course I'm going to be there to make money. Ultimately, everyone is trying to sell product and make a profit. But really what the opportunity is not only to sell, but to promote your brand and to gather feedback. It's to validate your product with Japanese consumers. So pre-COVID, 250, 220,000 people would be there over 7 days. Now it's 6 days, probably around half, maybe 100,000, But there is so much demand for Hawaii, as you can imagine, because people are not traveling. We're not be able to go there and sell products. We're gonna, do our best with this in-store, at Hankyu, but also look at e-commerce, because there is an online component with Hankyu during the fair. And then I'll be talking about some other e-commerce opportunities that you can explore. So what Hankyu really brings, like Reiko-san was saying, is they are the style arbiters of not only Kansai, Osaka, really for the whole country. They're such a strong brand, and their business is really resilient. You know, even during COVID and this difficulty with retailers, they are very strong, and so they have a very strong positioning. And the reason why is because their approach is not only to make money. They're not just trying to sell. They're trying to share information. It's about being a sort of hub of information to engage with consumers and also to create experiences. And so 50 years ago plus, right, UK Fair was the first world fair that Hankyu created. There's actually, every month now there's some kind of event that they've done, because they figured out how to use the model, or created a model to use this, world fair sort of structure to engage with consumers, to bring authentic, manufacturers like yourselves, company owners, and, have that, interaction, to share information, to become friends really, and to really have that great experience. And so you have this chance to meet people in person. If you're not going to be going, you want to make sure you work with your importer to ask them to get questions or ask questions and get feedback on your products, because you can ask, in a non-intrusive way, right? You can say to your consumers, like, why did you choose that one? Yeah, you may be able to observe and see, oh, they're trying to decide between different things, and you can give them information about not only about the product, it's not the feature, it's really the benefit, right? And the story behind it, because again, the consumers that here for Hankyu, they love Hawaii, and so they're looking for not only the favorites that they have, they want to look for new products, and they want to also support Hawaii companies, yeah, like your own. And so we're trying to we're doing research now on the Made in Hawaii brand. We'll be creating a brand and a program to support you all to strengthen that consumer benefit, the emotional benefit, right? That is being made in Hawaii will confer to the consumer. Also, too, the Hawaii Fair it attracts everyone. It's not only consumers, but sometimes there's businesses. There are actual B2B importers will come. And if they like your product, they may be scouting you. They're watching you from afar and saying, "Wow, this company is making a lot of money, right?" And they're selling their product, or they see your product and they realize, yeah, this could work. And so they may actually approach you to do business. And so definitely at those times, I'll be there, not the whole time, but you can always be in contact with me or with Reiko to let us know, and we can help you. Kind of suss out the opportunities. Because it's Hawaii, you're going to get a lot of attention, right? There's always going to be people who say, "I can help you make a buck." Okay, that's you may want to just run away from those people. But you can tell when people are authentic, and the reason why they want to work with you because they love Hawaii, they love Hawaiian culture. They want to support you. There's something that is going to be for mutual benefit. It's not just about money, right? Because everyone else is trying to do that. So, it's great to attract attention, but you do have to do your due diligence and make sure that, the business things are all sorted. Yeah. After the fair, we have an online form. We'll be asking you to report your sales. You can send your feedback to us. We'll be tracking things. And then there may be more consulting that you could do to make sure that you're on track and going. And so Jamie had mentioned some seminars I do want to put on your radar. And again, I'll send you the links. But in August and September, we will have some webinars on our export planning, actually developing your plan. And so I think this is the first time we actually are getting really into detail with that sort of a hands-on workshop, if you will. So those would be really, really recommended. Again, online, we'll be recording them, so it'll be a great resource. But keep that in mind because you do need to have a basic export plan along with your business plan, right? You have your business plan, but then you have exporting, which is almost another business, to keep, make sure that you're on track as you grow your exports and all. Okay, so other programs, just really quickly, as I mentioned, in our division, we do have our Made in Hawaii program. It's a portal site for online shopping. You can definitely check that out if you'd like to be featured on there. A big part of Made in Hawaii is we are embarking on a research project. It's going to be about 6 months. And so we are going to survey manufacturers. And so you maybe wanted to give your feedback on the impact of being made in Hawaii. How does that impact your brand? How does it impact your pricing, right? How much does your consumer base really seek you out because of Made in Hawaii, right? That's, it could add a lot of value. And so we're trying to measure that to see what is the best way to support you on that. We're in the middle of launching. We're actually at the very early stages of working with a Japanese platform, pre-sales e-commerce. And so this is for new products on this platform, and you can actually sell directly to Japanese consumers, but it has to be new products, right? So it's not products that you are selling at Hankyu now or through, other channels in Japan. But this could be something where you are looking to launch a new product, right? This is perfect for product testing because it's pre-sales, right? You're going to get your consumers engaged, tons of data and feedback. And so we're really excited about this, and we're putting this together right now. So having more webinars about it, launching it, and promoting it so that we can, make it available for those who are interested. The Tokyo International Gift Show is happening this year. We have Jamie is going to be organizing along with Timothy, my colleague who's on here. And so every year in the fall, we have this September. It's the largest show in Asia. So it does attract a lot of buyers from throughout Japan looking for unique products, food, apparel, gifts, and everything. So it is our flagship, most successful opportunity to bring Hawaii companies. And this is B2B, right? This is where you're looking to sell pallets, right? And you have an importer and you have distribution. You may have an importer already, but you're seeking further distribution, right? So this is where your export plan really is important, because you need to know what are your objectives, in Japan, who's your target audience, what is your channel, right? And you can attract a lot of attention in that way. Like I mentioned, we do support manufacturers, wholesalers, ag producers. So our enterprise zones and our seabed loan programs are also available. So you can definitely check those out if it's interesting. Enterprise zones is about creating jobs, retaining jobs for manufacturers, ag producers, value add, and wholesalers. And it's a tax incentive program. Seabed loan is basically loan programs for the same target audience. This one is for really more supporting companies who are having difficulty. If you're not, you have one requirement of looking at your loan is to have a turn down. You have to have one turn down from a lender. So we're more of a lender of last resort, but we do work with other partners to de-risk the opportunity, but also to give you access to capital. Okay. And then expanding beyond our division, HTDC Innovate Hawaii is our sister agency. They have gotten funding from the LEDGE. Luckily, every year they try to get funding for their MAP program, Manufacturer's Assistance. So this is for equipment purchase, for training costs. It's reimbursement to a certain percentage. Highly recommended. So keep your receipts. So anything you bought, you should definitely consult with them and check and see if there's any funds available. Success story, Manoa Chocolate. Yeah, I remember them at Made in Hawaii Festival. It was just two of them, Dylan and Tamara, and then they keep building, and they got equipment to expand, to scale, and they had, they're on their way to really start exporting and grow. They also provide consulting. So there's not only process, for scaling your manufacturing, right? Getting out of your garage, right? Getting a proper space, figuring out your distribution, and also energy efficiency, right? Which is very important. And there's other programs that you can take advantage of to help defray costs along those lines. And they have training on e-commerce. So this link here is to their huge library, tons of webinars that they did over COVID up through now. I think they still have a few, coming up in this month. But everything about digital marketing, about setting up e-commerce, and there is even some about expanding to Japan. Okay, so we think that e-commerce is a very strong pillar that you have for your business, and so you may have a retail presence, but you definitely should have e-commerce, right? That I think everyone knows, goes without saying. How do you leverage that for D2C to Japan, right? Is this opportunity that we're talking about now with the pre-sales e-commerce, and also you working and finding out what works with your product. So it should really play where okay, I'm selling a lot. Maybe you're selling at the farmer's market, right? And you put it out there in e-commerce, and you're able to sell it through e-commerce. And hopefully with Hankyu, you're going to find out which products are really selling well. What do you need to tweak? What do you need to change and refine, and really get it to a target preference, what the Japanese consumer will want. Yeah. And then also going beyond, so this is other opportunities for consulting. The Patsy Mink Center, they do consulting. They're one of our partners with HiSTEP as well to help you with your business consulting. But they also have a platform, Shop Small Hawaii. And of course, the Saturday after Black Friday, Thanksgiving, that Saturday, they will have a lot of promotions leading up to that. So highly recommended if you can join them, because they do a bit of consulting, and they do have promotion on social media as well as selling online as well. Okay. And then our other related partners, Department of Ag, they are of course ingredients as well as other packaged food marketing, supporting the export of that. Big ones for Japan are FoodX. If you are in food, this, as you may know, this is the largest food show in Asia. This is held every year in March. And then there's a food and ingredient show for bulk, larger type of not packaged goods, but that's held in May. And so these would be recommended if you do have a larger food, if you're coffee, if you're, maybe even if you have chocolate and other types of sweets and other food products. This is something to look at. In general, I believe the U.S. Embassy has their foreign agricultural service involved with that. So it's good to work together with them, as well as, perhaps a Hawaii Pavilion related to that, as well as for the IFIA program. And then lastly, Mana Up, I just want to mention, some of you may have gone through that actually. I think Jackie's here from Hanalei. But if you are a consumer packaged good company, and you would like to see, your company be accelerated, to reach bigger markets, their focus is, of course, Hawaii, but also the U.S. continent, and then also looking towards Japan. And so we are looking to see how we can partner with them. All of their cohort, we offer our HiSTEP program to them, as well as these other programs. And so we'll try to link up. But this is, if you get it into Mana Up, that is kind of a badge of honor, if you will. You have to reach a certain standard, and there is a great cohort there that they do a good job. They have a showcase that they promote in November. They just had an event last Friday with Whole Foods, and they have other ways of finding other channels and whatnot. So, definitely check it out if that's something that you're looking for to get that bump up. Okay, so just running through things. I don't want to take up your time, but I want to impart that information. And we will be, again, emailing you as well as everyone else on the list and putting this on our page at Invest.Hawaii.Gov. So I'm going to stop sharing. and hopefully Jamie is still here, Reiko-san is here, but open it up to questions. So, you know, everyone just feel free. I think you can unmute yourselves. But I'm just going to just make it so. If anyone has questions, I don't think we have a chat here. Yeah, you're going to have to just kind of speak up, if you will. Okay. Okay. Anyone? Any questions? Anything? We're here to really help you. So we're here now. Okay, no questions. Boy, I must be an expert presenter.
I had sort of a question. Sorry.
Yes.
Hi, I'm my name's Luana.
Yes.
I'm the owner of Jules and Gem Hawaii. This is my first year doing Hankyu, so I don't really know a lot about Hankyu really at all.
Yeah.
But I met Reiko before, I think earlier. But you had mentioned that the years prior to COVID, that there was about 220,000 customers usually coming through Hankyu, and about half of that is what you're expecting this year. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so. I think the last fair, 2021, I think they had about 100,000, 120,000 people. And there is some online, but I mean, that's still very huge, right? And the thing about the demographic is you have all kinds of different demographics. And so it's not only the volume, but the type of consumers who are there. And so, you know, it sounds like you have items that are probably skewed towards women, right? Are women your target? I think, you know, Hankyu is a good area. If you're thinking Japanese consumers, yeah, you want to be in front, and hopefully you have a chance. I believe Yuriko is your importer. She works with you.
Yes.
Right, and she's going to be there at Hankyu. So I would definitely work with Yuriko about finding ways to get feedback, right? And obviously you're here to sell at Hankyu, but there's also an opportunity to give your card or some kind of identification to the consumer so that they know when they come to Hawaii that they can shop. Yeah. And so the retail, I think you're at 10 tomorrow. So, you know, hey, yeah, come by 10 tomorrow, you know, when you visit, and, you know, if you're there, you know, it'd be great to see you and things like that. And I think we also know, like, again, we're not trying to cannibalize, you know, Hankyu's sales, but you do have an opportunity to connect with the consumer. And so if you can sort of capture them through social media, perhaps get them to follow at least, and then, you know, that would be a useful way. So definitely talk to Yuriko about that, because she's an expert. She knows what to do at Hankyu.
Yeah. And also, so I just told you, so this is not only selling products, also the promotion place.
Yeah.
So that's why, so you know, now it's still tourism industry still slow from Japan, but getting back, absolutely, I guarantee. So that's why, so you can give the Mahalo card. If you come back to Hawaii, you just go stop by the 10 tomorrow. So you can stop by to see me and to buy it. So, and you can 10% discount, or I can give you the omiyage something, omiyage card or something.
It's a great idea.
Because Japanese people really like a connection. So after they come back to Hawaii, I want to see Lana-san. So that's why definitely you have to let them know I'm here, or my product there. Kind of things too. The information important. Of course, you know, during some fair, I talk about solo. I will talk about such a kind of thing, episode and such a kind of venue specs in talk live show. But also, you know, physically you can pass something to them too. I think really work. It's good.
I think that's a great idea. I mean, that's a way for them to remember you, right? So, you know, you definitely, whether they buy something or not, you know, figure out a way to connect with them. And so make sure that they're engaged. And so there's a way for you to capture, you know, that information from them. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that was actually going to be my second question. Sorry, go ahead, Reiko.
Dodo, please.
Okay. Was you talked about the customer, right, for the who is the Japanese customer and who we're trying to really target. For a Japanese, I'm not as familiar with the Japanese customer. So when it comes to promotional things, do they pretty much prefer something more physical, or social media is really more like, should we be putting more into social media or just promotional handouts throughout the festival?
Actually, both.
It's going to be both. Yeah.
Yeah,
it really
both.
is.
It should be both. But
Yeah. For
whether
example,
it should be a little bit more heavy on social media or not.
I want to tell, because the Japanese Hawaii lovers huge age range from young people to kind of old people. Yeah. Old people, 60, 70, 80, they have money to spend more. They want to see directly. But maybe 20s, 30s, they like social media.
Yeah.
So depends on the age, totally different to, the promotion style. So that's why I want to tell both for Hawaii product.
Okay. Thank you.
And also, of course, in the English speaker, no problem. Lana, Reiko, Charlie, easy. But Japanese people forgot her name. So that's why it's better to give Lana, Lana. And also, if you can make a print, if you can printing katakana, so Japanese, for example, US and German, Hawaii, so more easy to understand. So make them understand. So kind of things. This is kind of a small approach, but big successful goal.
Yeah, it's something to think about. And whatever you can do now, I'm not sure what's possible, because we're all rushing to do stuff, right? But just talk to Yuriko and see what she thinks. And,
Yuriko knows very well.
Because Lana, are you going to be able to go? Are you
I'm not going to attend. Maybe next year.
Yeah,
good idea.
Definitely. Yeah, for sure. Because
I don't know if anybody else here has gone.
Yeah, once you've gone, of course the idea is you're successful, right? And you have a goal, and I'm sure your importer has a goal, and so most likely I think there's an opportunity to go again, right? And then there's other things that are there, like I said, with other programs. So please, think about, this is a first step, but make the most of it, because this is like a huge opportunity, and there's going to be a lot of things. But don't stress out about it, because there always will be more to build on. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Okay. All right. Looks like other people are
Jackie-san.
Jackie. Okay. Hi, I'm Jackie from Hanalei. I know I've met a few of you in for other events, so I'm just saying hi to everybody. But so we're not actually going either. We're having our Japanese importer attend. So I just wanted to double check in terms of more like visual merchandising, or like, is there anything we have to bring, like, like a tablecloth or like signage or something like that? Because like so far we've just sent him like maybe some postcards and shopping bags. So I know it's kind of the 11th hour, but we just wanted to know if there's anything else we should send him to kind of like either decorate the booth, or if there's something that, we should have like a sign in the front or something like that.
Right. So there's going to be signage already. So the booth, they're different sizes, the different sort of thing, but they're sort of standard. Like there's a sign, and there's a lot of sort of maps and whatnot to tell. But you should definitely put as much as you can, like in terms of color. Yeah. So talk to your importer and say, is there something that you can send to help make it more distinct and your brand?
Yeah, right? Actually, Hankyu prepare for basic sign or everything. But if you want to put them some kind of like a signage,
decoration,
decoration, what is Hanalei? So you gave me some Japanese profile, kind of a brochure, something. So if you can export some, ask the very natural to export in Japan to print it on the put them either to show the people more easy, make people understood in Japanese too.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything in Japanese.
Yeah. Because so many people come together. Wow. So staff can speak, cannot explain, each people. That's why easy to show that what is Hanalei.
Okay.
So,
are there like size requirements? Like, you know, like if we were to send like a vertical banner or something, are there certain sizes depending on how big the booth is?
Yeah, it's each booth is different, so definitely check with them on how much sizes or how much space is available. Yeah.
Okay.
Just
so
so you know, usually so the builder naturally ask you to do it, but if they are busy. So that's why from your approach, you should approach to, oh, hey, I can have something data. So could you export in Japan, print in Japan to put them easy or something? So that because Hankyu has easy or something, so definitely, so they can do it. So please approach them, discuss them. Yeah, much better. So several several local vendors also make kind of data to send to Japanese partnership to print out over there. Or if you have a specific one, you can send them more easy for them. No need for them to print there. So several companies make this data and hey, could you hang up over there? So,
right. Okay. I just wanted to double check before we proceed with any of that.
Yeah, and sizes, you want to make sure that you know, because US size is different from, I apologize, I don't know the standard, but we talk about like A3, right? A0 for posters. Yeah, European, I'm not sure. Is it what ISO? I'm not sure what the standard is, but you can find check. You know, when you design the data, right? You know, you can talk to and then talk to your importer and find out what space is available and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Just push.
Yeah.
Push is very important. Yeah. Don't be shy. Yeah.
Now's the time to
do this one because they want to sell too. So this is the same goal.
This is going to help.
Right.
It's going to help sell.
Okay, perfect.
Jackie's really kind, so she can get.
I know. I know. She's very, very good. Yeah. Because always she just she also gives a good explanation to make it easy to speak it. So thank you so much, Jackie.
Yeah.
No, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
We're gonna enlist you to do training next, Jackie. Thanks for your question.
Thank you.
All right, next, who's looks like Les and Penny. You guys have questions? No, you're excited to go.
Hi, Reiko-san.
Hi. Okay, good morning. This is Reiko and Steve.
Hi.
Good
morning. Hawaii. Yes. This might be kind of down in the weeds, but we are going, and we have like logo branded masks and, you know, Aloha wear style masks. Are those acceptable or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
They'll be fine.
They are. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. The more you can brand, the better. Yeah. It's good. It's actually good.
Yeah. Actually, in Japan, still they like masks. They like masks.
Yeah.
So if this one the promotion style too, promotion. So if you can wear your mask, that's fine.
Okay. And then you should tell them to have caramel inside their mask when they put the mask on. Put caramel inside. So.
I have one more question. Is it possible to collect the customer's information at the booth? Either
make sure
they have them fill or
up to you. Actually, if you make, if you make something, I have a memory note, kind of memorial note or something. So that could you write down something or
so it's
if you can, just easy way is could you hold the Instagram follow?
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
More easy, not like physical write down. Yeah, more easy.
Okay.
So there, definitely they can do it because you can tell I can introduce so many good information after them too. So could you follow my Instagram? So
I see.
That's a great way because
but also so it's gonna be so busy. So you cannot speak each person. That's why it's better to put them sign much better.
Right. So
please follow my Instagram because you are very sweet because I am sweet brown caramel.
Exactly.
So sweet members, kind of sweet club or something. So people
check
like it.
How much space you have because of obviously you want space for your product. So see where you can put like if it's going to be landscape or I can't even think, is it A4 or maybe B5 or yeah.
Yeah.
Check with yeah. Who's your importer? Who's your importer for this?
Beans.
Beans. Yeah. So
Duskin.
check with Beans. Yeah, Duskin.
Yeah, will do.
Check with them on that. Yeah. Great question. Thank you. Great. Okay. All right. Next, who has a question? I can't really see everyone, but
yeah, Susan-san, aloha, Susan, aloha.
Hi,
Thank
Reiko,
you. I saw the chat. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you again.
Good seeing you here. Hello, everyone. Yeah, and thank you for asking if you have any questions. We already had so many beautiful questions, so it actually answered a lot of my thoughts. So thank you so much.
Great.
Yeah, definitely. So that if you attend over there, you can make. 私はスザンヌです。The kind of card, your some shop card or brand card or something to give them.
Yeah,
they are really happy that. Yeah, because so kawaii ne, arigato. So they can keep their wallet.
Yeah.
So it means good because every time so that they can connect, people can connect you. So this is also good hook one.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, I will have like flyers to hand out. Thank you.
Good.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm excited.
Great. Very good. Okay. Les and Penny, you guys have a question?
On the first day, on the 12th, what do we meet?
集合場所はね、ホテルでしょ？
集合場所はね、actually, this year I talked to Yuri-san. So 3 o'clock p.m. in Japan time on 12. Please come up 9th floor of Hankyu Fair. After then, I can introduce backyard. Because Hankyu is so huge department store, usually we have to use a Tsuyoguchi kind of a employee staff entrance exit. But it's very hard to explain. So that's why we can meet on 3 o'clock on 9th floor on 12. Okay. And after that, I can introduce how to go there. So please meet there 3 o'clock on July 12. But if you're importer, they ask you to come earlier or something, so they please follow them. But for me or Yuri, meet at 3 o'clock on July 12.
Okay.
When are you arriving, Penny? Les?
Monday night.
Monday night. Okay.
It's the same. So do I. Which airline?
Okay.
Which airline?
You, Reiko, are you flying on the 19th? On the 9th? No,
actually, so
on the 10th.
Sudan, yeah, Sudan. Actually, so mostly people arrive there 11, because 11. We leave here 10, and not direct flight from here to Osaka. So that's why so mostly people via Haneda or via Narita. So I think Sudan-san was via Narita, and Les-san was Narita or Haneda. Which one?
I am flying to, oh my God, I have to check. I think Osaka, and then Osaka. It's like a small one. Yes. Are we on the same flight?
Hawaiian Airline, so you use the Hawaiian Airline. So that's why you go to Narita first and transit from Narita to Itami Airport.
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm.
So from Narita Airport, you can, unfortunately, after 8 o'clock, no limousine bus. So, but you can use monorail. I can introduce later. So, Yuri, what did Yuri explain how to reach there? Hankyu.
Yeah, I can like talk with you about it. Yeah, it should be like all of it. We could take like a taxi together. But I was wondering, is anyone on this Zoom right now on my flight on the 10th, leaving Honolulu?
Same だけど actually, so the Reiko-san is Japan Airline to Haneda, and Les-san, are you, which one? Penny-san, to Narita or Haneda?
Haneda.
Yeah, same one. I think you fly same one.
Okay. I mean, Reiko-san, are you arriving on the 10th Sunday, right? Not the Monday, right?
Monday.
We are we are leaving the 9th, right?
Oh,
and
really?
Arriving
No, we are leaving. I leaving 10.
I leave on the 10. I leave on 10.
Yeah, mostly people leaving here 10.
Mm-hmm.
I think Reiko-san too. No?
Oh, my flight is on the 9th.
Oh, really? I saw. Oh, okay. Actually, so the Susan and Les-san also leaving here 10. Mm-hmm. Arrive there 11.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We will somehow meet each other there.
And everyone's staying at the same hotel, right? At the Hankyu Hotel?
Mostly Hankyu Hotel.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, that's the most convenient. It's 5 minutes away, and it's it's
wonderful.
Covered. Yeah, it's super convenient. So it just makes it a great place. So okay. Yes, again, right, so a part of this was to introduce everyone before you go so that you can meet and connect, because the cohort is really helpful. Try to help each other. I think you can find that there'll be people who have been to Hankyu before, and they've, done a lot of things that, they've solved problems. So you can ask, if you have some questions, don't hesitate to ask people. So, it's really a great experience. It's a great group of people all around. And so I think you'll be very happy, at the end. So just make sure that you get enough rest, hydrate, because it's long hours, it is retail, right? Standing and all. So, and again, right, we're masking and all that kind of stuff. So let's be careful out there. Okay.
And for me, actually, so that I'm an MC of a talk live show. That's right, so mostly products, I'm typical consumer. So I use this one every day. And I smell this one every day. Good smell. Dana-san. So, and I use some book too, of course, a clothes workshop, and I eat caramel. I use some flower sack too. And Suzanne-san, I like that. Mashorika. So anyway, so all of the information in my brain already. So I talk about such a kind of thing to the consumer, not only talk event. Yeah, so many listeners also come from all over Japan. So I explain people the episode, the story, and also the your manufacturer people too. I can explain them.
Yeah, Reiko she's an amazing promotional person because she loves Hawaii, right? She does a lot of it free. Her radio thing, she doesn't charge you guys, right? So you have a chance to speak on radio, to thousands of listeners and
because actually, for example, I want to explain this one more thing too. For example, clothes workshop, so that you guys very nice book with koa wood or kamani wood by Coptic binding. It's very amazing product too. But if you people say, oh, could you buy this one? Not attractive. You should buy this one for your memory things or a gift. Please tip in everybody to give gift to somebody, important person. Or, for example, could you buy this one for example, pregnancy people, for example, baby shower gift, because after baby come up, you can write down first day, day 1, day 2, day 3, good memory book. So we explain such a kind, I introduce how to use it. So that's why, it's just idea, they can buy it. So, because this is very key word to why they use. For example, this one, I use this one is very dry, even air conditioning summertime. So if you like dry skin, you should use it every day. Put them in your back every day. Yeah. So that's why Japanese people doesn't understand how just to propose how to use it, how to do it. So this is key word. For example. Yeah. For example, this one. So if you are donor, you should use this one. Make you happy like Hawaii. So kind of thing. Flower sack. You have flower sack towel. If you have a kitchen, even you don't go to Hawaii now, your kitchen must be Hawaii style. Kind of stuff. So, yeah. So, for
Thank you
example,
very
Sudan-san,
much.
yeah, Mashorika, please, if you place Mashorika door in the entrance, must be happy. So you want to happy? So, just a little bit different style how to sell. So
it's benefit, right? It's emotional benefit.
Benefit,
it's not,
yeah,
it's not,
so exactly. But emotional benefit is very important.
Right, it's not a functional thing. Yeah. So.
And also, if you go to Hawaii, you go to Hankyu, you are good promoter because oh, I like Sudan-san, that's why I want to buy this one. Kind of things too. You are really important scientist promoter.
Right.
So, and also, if you go to Hankyu, you don't need to stay from 10 to 8 o'clock. You'll be tired. So you should discuss with your importer or partnership how long you be there.
Find out the peak time.
Peak
time when you can meet the right people.
I don't want you to be tired the first day or second day.
Yeah.
So you have to manage your time. And, so today's students come up so that from 12 to 2 p.m. or 5 to 7 p.m. So she'll be there. So the staff can explain to the customer too. So just manage your time to share the information, your schedule to them. And if you're tired, I go back to the hotel to take a relax 1 hour to refresh, to come back. Much better. So don't worry.
You want to be your best, of course, in front of consumers. And that's a good point that Reiko brings up, because it's this is opportunity. You're in Japan, right? And Hankyu is a tremendous, example of how to market and merchandise. So definitely go up and down the floors, go to the basement, check out, they have 2 basements for food, right? You see how the packaging is, see how the quantities are, right? It's different. And then if you have a bit of time, you can venture out. There's Hanshin department store, which is part of the group, but there's also others. Daimaru is near Osaka Station, etc. And there's all kinds of stores, and so it's very interesting. You get hints about how to support your product. I think that's important if you can make that time. And again, this is not your last trip, right? This is the beginning. You'll be back, so put it on your list, like, oh, can't go this time, but make it back, and et cetera, et cetera. So
actually Hankyu building, so that 20,000 people working every day. So it means they're consumer for you too. Yeah. So if you go to the other floor, basement, some food area, hi, I came from Hawaii, so I'll be there 9th floor to sell this product. Definitely after their shift, they come up to the 9th floor to buy it. So they want to be friends. Yeah. So just try.
I just had one last question. Since I know some of you are going up, in terms of language, since, we're not fluent or conversational in Japanese, will some of the customers, kind of speak a little bit of English, or would it have to be translated through our importer who's a native speaker?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Normally there's sales staff, your importers there. I think some people may want to practice their English with you, right? They can speak some English and they'll talk to you. But if there's anything very specific, like for your products, maybe there's ingredients, right? Or where is it sourced, or things like that, very, very technical things. You definitely want your importer to be there, or someone who can support. And so have your pitch ready. Yeah. What is it that you want to talk about, right? Your elevator pitch, FAQ, have that ready, and then make sure that the importer, is going to be able to speak on behalf. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And also the, Japanese people, consumer really want to speak to, but if you want to speak to Japanese consumer too, just download app of translator automatically.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Yeah.
Right?
And I speak English. Read it, Japanese. I see. Okay. Kind of communication style is very important. So that's why you try.
Okay, yeah, we would love to go in the future. So I just wanted to make sure that unless we have to start practicing Japanese now. So, but
start now. Start learning Duolingo or whatever. I think KCC is offering a program. They have business Japanese and things like that. So
Thank you.
Actually, so my
Good
customer, my
question.
other client start to open the Japanese language school here in Honolulu. So I introduced
that's right.
later to
Yeah, that's right.
Good. Thank you.
business Japanese.
Nice. Yeah, if there's any course you can like recommend for us to like learn some Japanese here, Reiko or Fuji, that would be lovely.
Sure.
So we can practice for next year.
Yes, absolutely.
Definitely. Yeah, that's just going to be important.
Super.
Okay. Great. Okay, anything else? Any other questions? Great. Thank you very much for attending, and I'm looking forward to your HiSTEP registration forms. I'm going to be on you to get in the system because we need your data. It's really important. And so it's the ticket to admission. But this is going to be a great opportunity. Its timing is great, and it's going to be a start of something. We're going to continue. We're working with Hankyu. The day I arrived late, but the day I actually get to the fair, I'm having my meeting with the team about next year already. Again, so we're on. It's a machine. It goes. So we want to keep you guys informed and keep you involved. So definitely send us the feedback, good and bad, what needs to be worked on, and let's keep moving forward. Okay. So thank you very much. We're going to end the session today, but I'll be following up by email. And thank you everyone for presenting as well and for your questions. So stay safe and hope to see you guys in Osaka.
Okay. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.
Mahalo.
Have a nice day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.